not sure if this is the chapter where things happen, or I'm gonna end up being crying, or this is the one right before it. But we're getting closer to it. I've always been afraid of people seeing the real me, unveiled and exposed. I did not belong anywhere in my home world, and that was no different for a while when I first came to Tokyo. Always keeping my gaze to the ground, not really good at any sports or anything, never even remotely approachable, and certainly never fitting in with anything anyone was doing. Oh my god, we are literally the same. Oh no. I didn't have a shred of self-confidence, so I did my best to stay unseen and simply get by one day at a time. Eventually, I discovered the wide world of anime, manga, games, and light novels here in Tokyo. I became obsessed with it. For the first time, I could say with absolute confidence that I really liked a certain part of the culture here. This was further emphasized when I learned about the existence of cosplay, the act of dressing up like the characters from these cultural works. I learned that here in Akihabara, there are tons of people who have really devoted themselves to that. There are people who accept me for who I am, even if they don't understand the things I like. I felt like I finally found a place where I could fit in. Oh my god, yo. Yet, even within this newfound culture, I was still afraid to show people the real me for a very, very long time. Oh my god. But I sometimes have to wonder, what even is the real me? Who exactly am I? My desire to cosplay is very real, after all. So if you were to take that away, what would remain? Would I even be the real me anymore? I'm sorry. I used your situation as pretext to excuse saying I dislike Tindalos. Oh my god. But I know it's nothing more than that, an excuse. I'm really just scared of him. I don't have a lot of self-confidence, so he's imposing. Well, I think you're super duper cool. Let's not use super duper ever again. Thank you. That makes me really happy to hear. I think you're a really amazing person too. But we're getting a little off topic now. When I cosplay, I feel like a totally different person. It's like when I'm wearing the outfit of a really cool character, I feel like I inherit that character's worth too. But take the costume off and I'm like this, too scared to show anybody the real me. I know it's lousy timing to say this, but the idea of this collab really frightens me. Is it because of what Tindalos said? Everything laid out, nothing to hide? Yeah, It made me realize that anything we produce in collaboration will involve exposing ourselves a little. The idea of showing parts of me that I've kept hidden all this time to total strangers. Yep. Well, you can imagine how that makes me feel. What's your take on it, Brandon? I'd be terrified too. I am terrified. What are you talking about? Right? It's impossible not to find it at least a little bit scary. I mean... Yep. But what other options do we have? Could be a blessing in disguise. We can learn to overcome that fear. You know, you really are an amazing person. Unlike me, you really believe in who you are and what you stand for. Yeah, you talking to me in game. You ain't talking to me. We're not that different. I mean, you might be right about me, but I'm no different than you. But I can't do anything even close to what you did back there, Brandon. You have an amazing power all your own. I saw it during the cosplay event. You can fix all eyes squarely on you. Just like another transient. Oh, that's very different though. I'm talking about real strength, real power, not that kind of thing. I mean, that's just something inherent. I didn't have to learn it or train for it. It just happens. It's the same way with my sword. I just had it one day. I didn't earn it in any way. But really? So, just like my power after all then. I think the real me, or you, is a myth. We never actually see who we really are. I'm not even sure such a thing exists. There is a thought going through my head. I'm not sure how to explain it just yet. Brandon, it's the same for you then. You're just as unsure as I am. I had no idea. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to sound rude. Just the thought that we're not so different makes me kinda happy and... Oh dear. What sort of nonsense are you concerning yourself with, Trophy? You are but a vessel within which dwells the offering that serves as this game's prize. It's best if you involve yourself in nothing whatsoever. This game must continue indefinitely, after all. Huh? Yet its players must never stop believing that it's possible to complete. We cannot have players retiring, thinking the game cannot or should not be won, even if victory is always just out of reach. I hope you understand the effort that goes into maintaining such a delicate balance. Is this voice coming from above us? I suppose introductions are in order. As from your perspective, this is our first time meeting, is it not, Trophy? What? What's going on? Okay. May we continue? Who are you and what do you want? I'm the Guildmaster of the Rule Makers, the true guild of the East. You may call me Curren. True guild of the East? Rule Makers? I believe you already know Bertro and Duo. I'm a child prodigy of the same ilk. I was born in the same lab as those two. In fact, though, I suppose you needn't worry about any of that. I merely introduced myself as a matter of convenience for you, Trophy, as I know it helps in contextualizing conversations. Please stop calling me Trophy. I have an actual name, you know. It's Brandon. To us, you are a trophy, nothing more. To me, I'm about to cut out your tongue. It's nothing personal, to be honest. We simply find individual distinction meaningless on the whole. The exception to this one's individual role within this game we all play, that and that alone is of consequence to us. Okay, so what do you want? Why are you here? Glad I don't have to seek you out. Straight to the point. I can respect that. Simply put, I have a proposition for you regarding where to go from here. Stay put, I assume? Somebody else beat you to that advice. I have a feeling I know the very player who told you that. But my proposal is something more specific. I merely wanted to ask if you'd be willing to give me that ring of yours. Excellent contributions today, Counselor Tanatomo. You honor me with your praise, my lord, but I am undeserving of it. Well met, you two. I know you must be tired from the long meeting, but may I borrow just a moment of your time? Ah, Mephistopheles. Of course. What can I do for you? Please do excuse me then, my lord. I'll leave you to your business here. Now, let's not be hasty. Did I not greet you both? Pardon? It seems his business concerns you as well, Counselor. Let us hear him out. Of course, my lord, if that is what you wish. I am much obliged to you both. Now then, on the matter at hand, perhaps the topic will be of no surprise. I wish to discuss the absence of the Warmonger's Guildmaster. I presume that you both are more or less up to speed on the circumstances of his departure, no? I have been fully briefed on the situation, yes. The intel gathering skills of the counselor here are second to none. You flatter me, my lord. Indeed, the counselor is most adept. Very well, allow me to continue then. To be quite frank, the warmongers are presently in a state of great confusion and disorder. No successor has been chosen, thus no guildmaster appointed. This has left a palpable gap in our defenses. We must not permit this leaderless state to continue for much longer, lest it affect our interactions with the other guilds. There are, admittedly, some upsides to having no administrator breathing down our necks, but there are many disadvantages too. Thus, I thought perhaps we could open discussions and try to eke out whatever small benefits may avail themselves to us. As you know, the Invaders Guildmaster is not much for words. So it would be best to behoove us to focus on establishing a dialogue with the Rulemaker's Guildmaster at this time. There are preparations that would need to be made for such a dialogue. I trust you've accounted for this. Indeed. It's precisely that reason that I've requested to speak with you both. I wish to borrow the counselor, you see. With all due respect, what possible aid do you think I can provide in dealing with one of the true guildmasters? Oh, far more than you realize, dear counselor. And yet, in the scheme I have devised, you will surely be of assistance. For what I have envisioned, that orb you bear makes you an indispensable component. And just how is my orb going to help us in negotiations with the Guildmaster of the Rulemakers? Its rule is not exactly one might consider beneficial for such a situation. You are correct. The rule within that orb is neither rare nor of any great power. However, based on my research, its origin and structure are tremendously unique. Supposedly, in the final moments of a certain transient's life, their being was split into 8 and birthed the orbs. You may be wondering how might such an unusual state of affairs come about. Not just anyone could subdivide their own consciousness with their dying breath, after all. So what manner of great truth do you suppose these orbs may conceal? Here in Tokyo, there's a certain other individual who's gone through something very similar to this. Someone involved with the game's administration divided his consciousness into 3 upon his own end. Guildmaster Bertro, in possession of one of these fragments, would go on to display behavior never witnessed before in any of the loops, just prior to his own passing. What might he have acquired from that fragment, do you think? What effects did the memories it held have on him? What could the act of one individual dividing into many truly mean for the game and us? And what could it mean for one of the game's players to acquire one of these parts? We enter the realm of personal speculation from here, but as I see it, I can only conclude that the prodigies of the 3 true guilds have been watching all of this unfold, as they are wont to do. Yet from this point forth, I believe they would do more than simply observe. You want my ring? The one Mr. Mononobe gave me? That is correct. I must have the ring presented to you by the monitoring terminal you call Mononobe. You're already not getting it just by calling him a terminal. Of course, please do name your price if you wish for something in exchange. If it is within my power, I will happily provide it. I could never! It couldn't hurt to listen to my proposal in full before making your final decision, could it? Unless you're plotting simply to take advantage of this offer for your own gain, in which case, you would make an excellent politician. Were the student statesman of the West, Yoritomo, to hear of such scheming, I dare say he'd make quite a face. Once again, I would like to reiterate my vested interest here. I seek only for the game to continue indefinitely. My duty is to seek out any actions that may harm this continuity and eliminate them. And as you are likely already aware, 4 world representatives have recently dropped out. As a thought of the old ones, Surtur of Yggdrasil, Tezcatlipoca of El Dorado, and Shiva of Devaloka. The fact that some players will leave from time to time is within expected parameters, of course. No one can last forever. But this rate of forfeiture is much too high for a single loot. All of us agree that it's a definite cause for concern. It's a matter of stability at this point. If this trend should persist, it could have a notable effect on the game's continuity. Okay, that makes sense. But why are you telling me this? You should know, I do have some idea of your general plan for this loop. You're plotting to disrupt, halt, or otherwise withdraw yourself from the game, no? Not exactly. I'm planning to end it. And at the heart of that scheme lies the ring you were given by your former mentor, the terminal assigned to monitor you. A ring which bestows upon you a system you've come to know in this loop as Double Dragon. Were you to part with it, your actions would be regarded as far less of a wild card, and much of the heat on you would be redirected elsewhere. As it stands, there are a number of players who actually approve of you having been given a means of resistance. Which has led us to conclude that leaving matters in the hands of those players will not improve the situation. So it would be best for all parties, yourself included, if you would let me have the ring now. Do you understand? You really thought that convinced me. I want to see this game end, period. For a prodigy, you're not very smart. Then what if I told you that your body will not last long should you choose to continue using that ring? It brings forth an inconsistency within your body, which acts as a battle zone in order to produce an exception territory. Just how long do you think that house of cards can stand? Think back. Each time you use that technique, it's taken a significant physical toll on you, has it not? At this rate, it won't be long before you tread on the same unfortunate path as your former mentor. In other words, if you keep the ring, you may find yourself quite literally torn to pieces before you know it. Though I suppose you would get your wish then, as the game would be well and truly finished with its prize bent and broken. Not quite what you had in mind for an ending now, is it? Therefore, I believe it would be mutually beneficial if you were to give me the ring. Retaining it would be foolish. Nice try, but the answer's still no. It's mine to use as I see fit. I understand. understand, and I certainly am not suggesting you give it to me without compensation. What would you take for it? Oh my god! The answer is no! I could pay you as much coin as the app allows any account to have. You could live a life of luxury most others could only dream of for the remainder of this loop. Yeah, that's a problem. This loop. That's a problem. This loop. Do you not understand that? Alright, I'll play along. There is a trade I'd consider. Though that coin is awfully tempting. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Shut up. Excellent. What is it? As I said before, you need only name your price. If you're the guildmaster then, I assume you have one of the boxes. I had a feeling you might suggest that. You're referring to this, I believe? This is indeed one of the 3 fragments of memories belonging to the monitor terminal you called Mr. Mononobe. We haven't had the time to properly scrutinize its contents just yet, but I was aware of your desire to obtain it. I'm afraid, however, that this is off the table for trading, even if you should willingly part with the ring in exchange. Well, deal's off. And why is that exactly? You mustn't want this ring too badly, unless you have another reason. You simply don't understand the true value of accumulated data, Trophy. The data in this unit is a precious resource, absolutely indispensable to the realization of my Plan C. I am, frankly, the only one who can harness that resource. Someone like you simply wouldn't know what to do with it. We'll see about that. That's a piece of my dear teacher. You talk about it like it's mind ore. Let me ask you a question then. Why are you so obsessed with the data terminal assigned to monitor you? He wasn't doing so for your benefit. He didn't stay by your side out of concern. You must know that. He merely served as a vessel for recording memories of the heroes who attracted the world representatives to this game. When those representatives look at you, they see not you as you are, but the face of another they once held dear. The real you is of little value to anyone in this game. You should thus owe that monitor terminal no debt of gratitude. I've heard this talk before. Stop it! Just stop talking! Stop belittling Brandon! Thank you for standing up for me. Catoblepas. I'm still not sure what you're talking about, but I can't just stand here and listen to you tell someone how little value you think they have. It's just not right. No person should ever get to decide someone else's worth. Not you, nor anyone else. Thank you. You don't know the first thing about Brandon. So don't pretend like you do. It's uncalled for. Damn, Catoblepas. Thank you. I see. It seems you have not been persuaded then. These negotiations have failed. That's putting it lightly. Did you honestly think they'd succeed? This world still has many elements in it that defy reason, and the unreasonable is one thing I cannot grasp. So regrettably, this is where the amicable negotiation phase must come to an end. What's going to happen now? Oh, I think that would be obvious. I'm certainly not going to shrug my shoulders and go back from whence I came. How'd she get so... What the... Hey! How did she get so far away? Wait, no. This is... She time skipped! Can't move a muscle. Has time been stopped? No. This is something different! Trophy, at this moment, you must feel as though time is frozen for you, no? But it's not... That is not quite correct. It's rather the opposite. I have sped up time considerably for myself. She is literally time skipping! It's literally hits time skip. Well, for those that are not aware of Utopia's concepts, it is a form of time travel, and you are utterly incapable of keeping up with me while it's enacted. Resistance is futile. There is nothing you can do to stop me. Therefore, I will be helping myself to that ring of yours. Don't you dare touch it! All we need to do is endure this one loop, and all previously mentioned problems will cease to be an issue. The monitor terminal you know as Mr. Hananobe will be a different person entirely when you meet in the next loop. But you won't know any better because you'll have no memories of Mr. Mononobe from this loop. No, you can't do this! Just let me move just a little! What? Those child prodigies who serve as guildmasters act as if there's nothing in this world they don't know. But that is patently untrue. We each are bound by our roles and rules. And those prodigies are limited as well by the roles they were born into. They are collectivists in nature, and regard those others born in the lab alongside them as extensions of themselves. This is due to a general inability to recognize others as anything more than their roles, disregarding individual identities. To them, the world is naught but systems. They cannot comprehend the relevance and spiritual importance of individuality. Ordinarily, that would not be a cause for concern. But this is far from an ordinary situation. And to that end, everything depends on our favorable dealings with that guildmaster. What is this light? Mephistopheles did more talking in that bit more than he did in any other. And he's been out since, forever. What's going on? Ward of protection? But how can it be so strong? I can move again? That was a close one. Are you okay, Brandon? What was that? A call? Now? No. Am I speaking with the Guildmaster of the Rule Makers? How do you have her number? You are Mephistopheles, one of the Warmonger's main players. This is a private, secret line for the exclusive use of the prodigies of 3 true guilds. How did you get this number? Yeah, how did you get that number? We have our methods. That aside, you are aware that our guildmaster's seat is presently vacant, no? I'd rather not presume, but I take it you prefer no major incidents occur while your record keeper is expired. Therefore, after some consideration, and with all due apologies, I decided to contact you directly to discuss our plans. Sorry, but I'm busy right now. This will have to wait for another time. It will only take a moment, and there may be some valuable information in it for you, if you'll hear me out. Namely, classified intel on the state of affairs in Akihabara and related intel pertaining to the Invaders Guildmaster. What? So, may I continue then? Do consider our respective positions and what you may stand to gain here. That's one thing he does know how to do. He knows how to play his cards well. What I stand to gain? Are you seriously implying that you, a mere player, possesses information that I do not? I cannot firmly guarantee that, but there is certainly information to be found out there which has eluded you. Such as the contents of the other 2 fragments of memory from the trophy's monitor terminal, for one. Yes, the monitor terminal that broke down and went offline. His memories were split into 3. Each of those fragments was stored in a special memory unit which you 3 prodigious guildmasters collected. You've no doubt analyzed yours and gleaned some form of utterly invaluable data from it. Surely that would have led you to ponder the contents of the other 2. Why would the Warmonger Guildmaster have done something so drastic? Why has the Invaders Guildmaster hidden himself away and cut off all communication with the outside? What groundbreaking data is hidden away in the memories of one who monitored the trophy directly over countless loops? Be that as it may, that still doesn't answer the question of what, if anything, a mere player such as you can know. Of course, I am, as you say, but a humble player in this game. However, I am something else as well. Now that the terminal is gone, I am the one being in this world who is closest to the truth of the trophy's past. Or should I say, my other self is. Very well. In my position as Guildmaster, I do hereby grant the Warmonger's appeal to commence formal discourse. I will follow up with you shortly to arrange a meeting location and other particulars. Will that suffice? That will be absolutely perfect. Until we speak again, then. It's your lucky day, Trophy. I'm going to be taking my leave of you for now. Be sure to take good care of that ring until our next encounter. Farewell. Wait, Curren! What about Mr. Monanove's memories? She got away. That was close. Too close. I'm so glad you're okay, Brandon. I was really shocked by that bright light you gave off earlier. It had me really worried. I thought to myself, what if this light dissipates and there's no Brandon there? I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything to help. Not a thing. I appreciate your concern. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. What you said made me so happy, though. Brandon? I was thinking maybe we should do the collab with Tindalos after all. I want to stand with you. Not that I can really do anything to help, but still. With the two of us working together, maybe things can be a little bit better for both of us. What do you think? I was about to suggest the same thing. Let's do it, Catoblepas. Starting with tomorrow's photo shoot. Alright, that's great. Oh, and one other thing. I'd like to hear a little more about your past. About what happened to you before you came to Akihabara. If possible, maybe we could talk tonight and you could tell me all about it. Yes! Perfect! Your talent is palpable! Look this way and show me those pearly whites! Now strike a pose to really knock him dead! God, I have trouble coming up with any of this! Oh! Nice! Now let's get even more of your good side! This is a pretty nice studio. Was it expensive to rent out? Don't worry about it. An agency I met at the event took care of everything. That's right. Our agency is footing the bill for this one. Just leave all the particulars to us. We got this. In exchange, we only ask that you think of us when it comes time to release the photo books and the like. And you said your name was Akia Gongen? You've got some potential to really make it big here. Here, my card. Now, no talking during the shoot. Producer's orders. And that's a wrap for the cosplay photo shoot. Shall we take some shots out of costume as well? Well, you mean like without makeup? Sure thing. It sounds kind of embarrassing. You see, this collab is all about bringing out the unembellished you, as you naturally are. That sounds good. Please take some of me too, Leanne today. I'd say we did some good work here today. I think I managed to capture quite a few different sides of you. Is it just me, Catoblepas, or has your facial expression softened a little since before? You think? Really? I guess I am more motivated than ever than I have ever been before. Well, whatever it is, it's super cool. I can feel the passion radiating off you. Really? I'm glad to hear that. Thanks, Ikea Gogen. There's no need to get all stuttery and standoffish now, Catoblepas. Please don't touch me. Sorry, but wouldn't it be very good if my motivation faltered now, you know? Come here and comfort me, buddy! This'll do, right? Yes! That expression is beautiful! Your true nature laid bare for all to see! Nice work again, everyone! So, shall I send the whole set over to Tindalos then? I know I, for one, am looking really forward to seeing the final product. Thanks so much, Leanne. I can't wait to find out. Nice work today. Thanks. Oh boy, I'm actually feeling kind of anxious now. What if we end up getting flamed online? I'm a nervous wreck. It'll be okay. Just leave it to me, Catoblepas. If you get flamed, I'll put that fire out, no problem. Thanks. But I think the type of flame you're thinking of is a little different from what I'm talking about. I don't know. Considering this Tokyo, I think his power still works regardless. Oh, hey. Didn't realize it was this late already. I've got someplace else I need to be. Sorry to duck out early. Was hoping I could see this whole cosplay thing through to the end with you, but oh well. Best of luck! Even already, Akira? What do you have planned at this hour? I don't actually know, to be honest. I'd just been called out to meet with the other members of the creators. The other members? You mean like Hecate and Kuniyoshi? Yeah. Don't know what they want, but I'm happy they want it from me, at least. Well, what do they want, I wonder? Well, if anything happens, I'll be sure to contact you two. Take it easy now. Shall we go to Leanne today? Let's hit the road, Catoblepas. Hey, you're late. Gave me enough time to finish processing your photos, though, at least. I call it Disco $10 Special. $10 Special de Cosplay. So, do you love it or do you love it? He made a user interface? Man, I wish I had his drive. Incredible. You even have our avatar models in there moving and dancing and getting changed with full voiceover. How did you get the voiceover? I mean, making avatars is my specialty. This sort of thing is old hat for me. Easy peasy. Can't believe how fast you work. Is it ready to release then? Well, actually, what's the next step? The next step? Well, did you forget what this was all about? I say this is good enough work to call yourself a full-fledged creator. And why it was you were looking to earn that title? To meet with the Akihabara Guildmaster, of course. And I dare say you're ready. The finishing touch, then, is going to be me filming that whole interaction. Think of it like a DVD extra. I'm sorry. Sure. I always will. I'm sorry, what? It's your impetus for doing all this in the first place. Your inspiration, right? The people want to see that. Trust me. You know my slogan by now. Clean or otherwise. When you collab with me, every seeker is exposed. No exceptions. That's the $10 guarantee. We get the scoop so often, it's not just the 9 to 5 for us. It's 24/7, baby. Besides, I need to be there for this meeting to happen, since the Guildmaster only exists online. Alright, guess you're coming with. Planned on bringing you anyway. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's no problem. I want to go too, though. Please let me come too. Huh? Didn't expect you to be so vocal about this. When I first met you, I thought you were just a nervous Nelly. But now I see you got some real resolution yourself. Well, that suits me just fine. Let's get going. Alright. It's time to meet the Guildmaster at long last. The Guildmaster of the Akihabara creators. How do we go about doing that, though? You said he only exists online, right? Is there a special chat room? You think we'd be able to get good footage from a chat room conversation? This is a live stream. You gotta have pizzazz. No movement or visual flair means no viewers. Now, come on. I'm gonna stick my tongue out and I want you to try touching it through the screen. Like this? Yeah! My fingertip actually got wet! Okay, the answer ain't. We'll be back soon! 10-4 on that, Tindalos. Take care. Good luck with the collab. Decor my tongue. Get the lycanthropy. You'll now inhabit the same dimension I do. What's happening? I'm being sucked into the screen. What am I even seeing? Welcome to the dirtiest, most amazing depths of cyberspace! Depths of what? Tindalos, you're actually here! That's right! This is a different place altogether from the 3D world you know. In layman's terms, you might call this place the deep web. We're there? Even I don't normally go there. Dig in the bag, Catoblepas. I don't go there. So it's like another dimension? The deep web. And now we have a battle. That is... Oh, this is Tindalos talk. We hounds hunt our prey boundlessly, chasing it into the farthest depths imaginable and beyond. To capture its scent, we seek out the most unclean places, breathing deep the smell of its guts without hesitation. Don't take that out of context. And then we breathe even deeper and push farther in. That's the mark of a true hound. Stop. My name is Tindalos, and I am known as the Hound of the Old Ones. I seek the most valuable prey. I look to always delve deeper, and then deeper still. Please stop. If I set my sights on you, there's no escape, and no one else may claim you. I believe that what exists in the deepest, most hidden parts of this world holds the most value. Therefore, I also believe that what exists in the deepest parts of this world, that which is the most unclean, is the prey most worth pursuing. The deep web? I don't understand. Deep web, huh? Going by that name alone. This is the heart of a network, I guess. More like the guts, but you've got the right idea. Think of it as the deepest, darkest parts of the network used by the app. Oh, this is the place that everybody warned you about. We who live here call it the deep web. So, we're inside the app itself? How's that even possible? Well, it's not really you who's in here, but the avatars that you and I created. What even is an avatar exactly? They've come up a bunch of times. You mentioned them too, Catoblepas. Oh yeah, I was telling you about avatar modeling. I think the word comes from another language, where it means descent. In the language it's derived from, the word signifies a manifestation of a being made from a part of their body. I often hear stories of avatars sent into worlds one can't physically visit. Nail on the head! This deep web is one such place only those who have special avatars can enter. Though since I got a rule that lets me make avatars, I can bring anyone I want here effectively. What about Leanne Side? Isn't she joining us? Nah, you heard her. She's staying behind. Seems she's got something to take care of on the outside. But that's besides the point. I'm trying to welcome you two into this cesspool of all that's unclean in this world. This hot spot of misinformation. This is not a place I want to be. This is the deepest parts of the internet, and you're standing in it. How's it feel? You got goosebumps? I have to admit, I'm a little nervous. I feel so dirty in here. Sure seem to like this place. And why wouldn't I? Look around you. This place is great. Those lights are all access points. There are people following search links, hoping to find info no one knows about. Kind of mind-blowing that so many people would come to this dirty little corner of the net looking for scraps, huh? But nobody can resist a good treasure hunt. Everybody just wants that rush of having found the truth that only they knew. No, excuse me. Taking something that was hidden all this time and being the one to expose it to the world? Who doesn't love that feeling? Oh God, this is... What was that trope? No, I mean, it's a thing, yeah. But I remember an anime saying this exact same thing, and I can't think of the anime in question. I want to say it was Ghost in the Shell. I want to say it was Ghost in the Shell that mentioned it. Well, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. But I can't think of the anime. And I was like, all information desires to be known. I don't think that's a good thing myself. Taking pleasure in exposing something somebody else tried so hard to hide. So are you telling me you've never found yourself dying on curiosity to learn some forbidden knowledge? Come on! I mean... I'd like to hear a little more about your past. About what happened to you before you came to Akihabara. If possible, maybe we could talk tonight, and you could tell me all about it? There's not a soul in this world, or any other, who doesn't just eat up secrets. You can't tell me you've never done it. You've probably been on the receiving end of it a few times too, haven't you? Not that I desired to be honest. You there! Can you part your bangs again so we can get a good look at your face? No, stop, please. I have to hide my face no matter what. Ah! I've done it, and I've been on the receiving end too. But I'm not always like that. And it's not how people always are. And there are still some people out there who respect the privacy of others. Isn't that right, Brandon? But you gotta admit the temptation is always there. Even if you don't go into something thinking you gotta know more. You might find yourself dying to know more anyway, or to share your own secrets. How's it for you, Brandon? It's just as you say. I can't deny it. Sadly. I mean, there's the phrase ignorance is bliss, and honestly I'd rather sit on that if I could. I'd rather sit on that if I could, possibly. Because considering like whatever you get into, in most cases, it's like you find out information and now it's like, oh well, now that you know, you can't just simply forget it. Now it's there. And it's generally just information that, like, at first, it's either information that at first you wanted, but now that you found out, you don't want to know it. And I know, and I definitely feel that, whether the information's true or not. Heck, all you have to do really is just browse Twitter, Blue Sky, Facebook, whatever. Just freely browse any social media website and you end up coming across that kind of information, whether you want it to or not. It's just as you say. I Can't deny it. What? You agree with him, Brandon? No, not as you think. The ward of protection? But how can it be so strong? What was that light? What was it that startled the girl named Curren so much it kept her from removing my ring? I want to know the truth about myself. So, Tindalos, do not take this out of context. Show me how deep this rabbit hole goes. Oh God, did we just use a Matrix line? Oh, well said. Glad to see you're fully on board. Come with me then. Let's go deeper still. Word of caution though, don't go touching any of the webs you find along the way. It's pretty much expected here that someone who came before you will have strung a bunch of them up to catch unsuspecting victims. Don't forget that even for 1 second without my guidance, this place would be a death trap. Anyway, that having been said, $10 channel special collaboration crew, let's go! I'm scared, but this is for you and Akia Gongen, Brandon. Wonder what's going on here. Welcome home, Master! Akia Gongen! You made it! Come on, over here, over here! Kuniyoshi! Hegati! Thanks for reaching out to me! Whoa! What the? Sorry. I'm in the middle of working on one of my new stories, and I didn't want it to get all crumpled between us. But I have to admit, that aggressively chummy attitude of yours, I can make it work for one of my characters. I don't really understand what you mean, but I'll take that as a compliment. Akia Gongen, I know we've always avoided you in the past, so it might be out of line for us to ask you for help now. But not at all. Just tell me what you need, and I'll be more than happy to lend a hand. You really are the ever the positive fellow, aren't you? Alright then, I'll cut to the chase. Huh? You're having trouble getting in touch with our guild master? Yeah, the one responsible for bringing all of us Akihabara Guild members who frequent this place together. We haven't been able to make contact at all for quite some time now, and are starting to get worried something may have happened. I am really sorry to hear that, but what makes you think I can help? Well, we thought about consulting some police investigators first and foremost, of course. The problem is we have no idea what our guild master's real name or address is. We have almost nothing to go on. So we discussed it within the guild, and that's when your name came up. My name? Hey, to be honest, I'm not following you at all. Akia Gongen, do you happen to know a transient named Okuniyushi? Oh no! 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 Oh, I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how it was going to be brought up. What? He was also apparently known as Lord Onomuchi. I do know him. I've known him well for a very long time, but why? You do? That's fantastic. No, it's not. A member of our guild told us about him. Said that if someone ever goes missing here in Tokyo, there's no better person to ask for help. Wrong character, sorry. Said that if someone ever goes missing here in Tokyo, there's no better person to ask for help. Who told you this? Who was it? Who would have known to bring up my name? I'm not sure if you know her. It was a producer in our guild. She's always coordinating collaborations. Her networking skills are second to none. Her name is... Oh, no. Yep. And the cookie crumbles. Nice to see you again, Leah, today. I don't... God, Christy. God, too many girl voices now. Nice to see you again, Leah, today. I trust things are going well. Oh! Christine! What brings you to Akihabara? Suffice to say, I know that you're the one in charge of the Taito Ward area. But you seem a bit down lately, so I wanted to check in on you and make sure you weren't having any trouble. Are things progressing well? Will the participants be amused? This is a game, after all. It's strictly entertainment. God. If people aren't having fun, then I see no worth in any of it. That's the sole reason we entertainers are here, you know. Oh dear, Leanne today, are you alright? Have I said something to upset you? I'm fine, Christine. Don't worry. This is going to be a fun collab for sure. So just leave everything to me. I can handle it, if that's alright with you. Oh no. Good moment to pause. Hold on. Hey, Tindalos, can I ask you something? Why do you live stream? What's your end goal with it? Why do I do what I do? Isn't it obvious? When I hunt, I look for the prey that everyone else desires. The prey that anyone can see value in. I aim to be the first one to catch it and drop it on the world's doorstep. That's why I do what I do. You want to be first then? Just you ahead of everyone else? Of course! I've got lots of competition after all, so naturally, I want to come out on top every time. Which is a bit ironic considering that the old ones are the destined losers. Case in point, while I was answering your question, some other hyenas seem to have gotten wind of us. Maybe we came in contact with one of their traps. Regardless, you gotta be careful around their like. Huh? Ah! I know these faces well. They're live streamers too. Dirty streamers, same as me. Wait, are we being recorded? Dirty streamers? What does that mean? Yo, you two, get behind me! Stay hidden as best as you can. Huh? What? Huh? You heard what I said. Just get behind me already. I ain't gonna let no 2-bit streamers get unauthorized footage of my collaborators. If there's 10 streamers all streaming the same thing, my viewership will only be 10% of what it usually is. So you're worried only about... Realistically, viewership stands to drop even worse than that. Videos are only as valuable as their exclusivity. That's if I let them get what they want, though. I'm not about to give up my ace in the hole that easy.
もっちにすんなよ絶対すんなよ泣くからな俺泣いたらやばいからな揺らし楽しい聞かせたるで揺らしていくで揺らしていくでそれ来やがれ星の日25光年の孤独から神聖楽々フォーマルハウトフレアズキャー打ち燃やす楽しいなビッグビートや打ち燃やす聞かせたるでそれ打ち燃やす揺らしていくで打ち燃やす打ちあんなにてっちゃらでござるや楽しいなビッグビートやよし楽しいな聞かせたるぜそれ打ち燃やす楽しいな行くでござる許してた孫悟空大活躍見ていてくれたでござるか
They vanished? Must have logged out. Are you okay, Tindalos? Oh, there's a lot of blood coming from your head. It's not blood. When Avatar gets injured, it leaks data. That's all. So, you're bleeding data. Who were they? I told you, they're streamers like me. Ah, dang. Looks like they're uploading already, too. Uploading? Uploading what? This is their channel. Take a look for yourself. What the heck? This is awful. Dirty streamer Tindalos at it again. Popular streamers one-sided bullying. Full assault captured live and uncut. That's not fair. They were the ones who attacked us, but they're making it look like you picked the fight. Like I said, they're dirty streamers, same as me. I always bite back in kind. Oh, yeah. There's a video response from you already, linked on the sidebar. And your video is just as bad as theirs. We have rules against that, don't we? Oh no. Now some other members of the Akihabara Guild seem to have gotten mixed up in this video hate war. But, wait a minute. Tindalos, are you actually standing up for them in your responses? Psh, not standing up for anybody. You think I'd be caught doing something soft like that? You're spewing lies, so I'm just setting the record straight by dropping truth bombs on them to shut them up. Hecate, for example, doesn't limit herself to specific races or species. She'll simp anybody. Everybody knows that. Ain't that the truth? Always pointing and always digging deep. That's the $10 channel, baby. You can count on me for the real truth. I don't know how to feel. At this point, you're just babbling. By the way, are you two okay after that fight? You aren't injured, are you? Catoblepas, branded? Why did you shield us? Doesn't it just look worse if it's just you? I mean, I am a dirty streamer. I play dirty. So it's fine if my name gets dragged through the mud a little. The difference between me and them is info only has value to me if it's true. If it's made up, I'm not interested. So, what if the truth were boring? What would you do then? Huh? What do you mean? What would I do? I present it as is. What else? The key is to dig deep and drag out whatever is hidden all the way at the bottom. That's the most valuable dirt. Making something dirty and something being dirty are not the same. People seem to confuse that all the time. So what you're saying is, you're not the kind to spread lies or have fun at others' expense? You even have to ask? I'm a hound. The hound's duty is to hunt prey, then drag it out to the open. You ain't no hound if you toss around and tear apart every prey you hunted down. We hounds seek out what's most unclean. We absolutely do not take something clean and make it dirty. What's wrong anyway? You're looking at me all weird. I'm just seeing you in a new light. I think you might be a good person. Let's say we make a video about that. How can you say it? That wouldn't make for a good video. Nobody will want to watch that crap. You're not used to compliments, are you? Kinda cute how flustered you are. I could sadly see myself falling for you. God damn. Shut up! We're almost at the spot where you'll find our guild master. So let's just keep moving. Sorry, I'm eating. Alright, we're here. Right around this spot is where our guild master is always hanging out. My lord, I welcome you. Are you the Akihabara guild master? Or I guess his avatar? You seem rather prim and proper. We're here to see the guild master, not you, Enigma. Enigma? This is one of the AI the guild master made, an artificially intelligent being. Hello, my name is Enigma. It's nice to meet you. I'm Brandon. And I'm Catoblepas. It's nice to meet you too. The pleasure is all mine. I've been waiting for you, Brandon Catoblepas. You've been waiting? Can the chit-chat. Like I said, we're here to meet your maker, not you. My creator, the Akihabara Guildmaster, no longer exists in this world. Huh? Well, what do you mean? No longer exist here. I have another question for you. You said you were waiting for us. Why exactly? That's correct. I've been waiting for you. Now that you're here, the duplication can begin. Huh? Oh no. No! What? Now then, the end game is upon us, and I, too, must prepare to make my presence known. When the number changes, so too does the value. And when the value changes, so too does the world. So, if I wish to flip the world on its head, I need only reverse its fortunes. But it's quite difficult to change the system if the numbers involved are limited. Fortunately, deep within the Tokyo Underground, there is a place of great interest. An unclean digital pleasure dome, and the only place where that which is singular can be reproduced ad infinitum. Now, my dearly beloved, my one and only in this whole wide world, the time for revolution is at hand. Soon this game shall see its end.